Oh, YouTube sticker, how you all doing? Sorry I haven't been around for the last couple of weeks. It's been absolutely manic with a half term, Easter break. I've had Twig around for 2 weeks.
It's YouTube looking at me.
So just over 2 weeks really. So I haven't been able to get into the studio to do any videos. Then we had all more bank holiday weekends. The other half's working from home now, so I can't upload content and stuff during the day. This is where the other half works. Are you working from home now?
No.
You're not working from home?
No, it's just a vision.
Just
I'm
a vision?
at my office.
Are you? Oh.
This is just
And you're the reason I can't upload stuff during the day, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're ruining my YouTube life, aren't you?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Nothing else to say?
Make me a cup of tea now, please.
Which is right pain, but hopefully that'll be sorted soon. And I did my final gig, really was the final gig, on the Sunday with my covers band. So at the moment the studio hasn't got the drum kit in, but I'm about to set it all up and do some drum tutorial stuff for you guys, covering sort of basic rock grooves, snare drum independence, bass drum independence, and some more miking up stuff, all to do with the drum kit. So before I set it up, I thought I'd just show you the mic setup, because it was all set up ready to go, but I just didn't have time. So I thought I'd talk you through it now. So let me talk you through what we've got here. We've got a couple of Sontronics Orpheus large diaphragm condenser mics set up for the overheads.
There's a storm coming, a big one.
Basically, as per my video with the recorder man technique, bit of string in the middle of the snare drum, making sure that the overheads are at equal distance from the snare drum. So you find from behind the drum kit, the one above you on the right hand side is sort of more over the ride cymbal on the inside edge of the crash, and the one on the left hand side is on the outside of your left hand crash, basically as a rule. But that's the kind of way I like it to sound. Really great mics. I also used these on acoustic guitar with Rob's dad a little while ago. And you've got a Omni and a figure of 8 pattern. You've got a 10 dB pad, and what's really cool about them is you've got a 10 dB boost. So if you're in a really quiet environment, or you don't want to drive your preamp so hard that you get that noise, if you've got budget preamps, you know, low end sort of stuff, nothing wrong with that at all. I started with all that, but obviously the harder you drive the preamp, the more noise you get. So increasing the output of the microphone means you have to drive the preamp less, so you get less noise in your signal, bloody blah. So a really nice feature of those microphones. So I've got two of them as overheads.
Dad thought you'd do this.
On the bass drum, we have this amazing Sontronics DM-1B, which is a large diaphragm end-fire condenser. So the diaphragm is this way, so it's picking up the force from here. Really cool mic. It's designed basically for low end, so it's not just a bass drum microphone by any means. It's, I haven't got any bass gear to try it, but the reviews I've read from other people using it say it's absolutely awesome on bass cab, so I can't wait to get a session in to try it on a bass cab. That's also got a 15 dB pad. Comes in a smart little flight case. Let me find it for you, which is here. Yeah, nice little flight case. You know, as with all these sort of microphones that are a bit delicate, it's best to keep them tucked up when you're not using them. But as a rule in the studio, once they're up, they're up. So really impressed with that. My previous videos I've done with it, I've had the solid front head on the bass drum, which I know isn't to taste for a lot of you guys out there. So I've changed that over. I've got one with a hole in now. So the next lot of videos I'll be doing will be having that typical mic placement, sort of half in the hole. And yeah, it's a lot more punchy, less boomy, so you guys should like that.
That was dipped wrong. Then I'm going to do something else.
On the snare drum, we've got the DM-1T, very similar to the tom mics, which is the DM-1T, DM-1T on the toms and DM-1S on the snare, sorry. They're both, as you can see, small pencil condensers. Nice short stubby mics, let you get a good mic placement. I choose to use them on mic stands because once you're in a studio environment, the clipping them on and off the drums isn't really an issue for me, so I just use them on stands. I find them a lot easier to adjust and tweak, but they do come with a little bracket. I'll do a sweep over shot now, that allows you to clamp them onto your drums. These guys have a 10 dB pad, and I must say, having a condenser mic on the snare drum on the tom's a really nice change from your typical 57. And what's great about these, the tom mics and the snare drum mics, their price point, which I'll come to at the end of the video. But you're in for a real treat, because they're, as far as I'm concerned, they're a bargain for what you're getting for your money. And finally, on the hi-hat, ooh, knocking my head there, we have the STC-10, which is another large pencil condenser. This guy, you can see, has got a 75 hertz roll-off and a 10 dB pad as well as an off. This is Sontronics real. It's the cheapest one they do, but don't let the price point, you know, give you a perception of performance, because it's absolutely stunning. And I've actually got another one of these on the way. I've been so impressed with it. I contacted them and asked them if they'd send me another one, so I can do the Recorder Man video for you using 2 of those. Because the most popular question I get at the moment is about recording your drum kit. I've got a really low budget. How can I get the best results? And I believe 2 of these with a good, but, you know, cheap and cheerful interface will give you much better results than mucking about with all the you know, real budget, get as many mics as you can kits. You know, miking up drums is a lot of it's about taste, what you like. If you listen to a lot of real heavy metal and, you know, the clicky bass drums, all that kind of stuff, that's a specific hyper sound, they call it. It's a hyped up drum kit sound. It's not a natural sound by any means. If you stood in front of the drum kit, it's not going to sound like that. So my approach to drum miking is to get that natural vibe. You treat the drum kit as one instrument. You want it all to blend and resonate together and sound cool.
Hello, I'm going to do something today. It's really cool.
So there you go. That's it. So I've just got to set my kit up. I'm probably going to be doing quite a few videos over the next week, so there's going to be a lot of me wearing not the same clothes in every video, but I might be looking the same, and it's basically because I'm getting very near to my hospital appointment, which I still don't have a date for, but I know it's coming up to the 8-week period where they said I'll be called in. So I'm going to have to shoot loads of content, and I'll be editing it and posting it while I'm laid up and unable to drum. So just to warn you, I'm not smelly. I do change my clothes sometimes. Anyway, there you go. For those of you who haven't seen the setup that I used to record in here, this is sort of a baby version of what I've got in the control room. I use an RME Fireface 800, which is firewired into my Mac. Then I've got the Octamic Mark II, which I use connected via ADAT into the Fireface, and I run that at 48k sample rate, straight into my new, well, nice new shiny Mac Pro. It's badass, wicked. And then I'll record straight into Logic. Bob's your uncle. There you go, nice and simple. Then obviously, for you guys that are getting into recording and don't know about all this stuff, it's best to record your audio onto a separate external hard drive. If you're trying to record your audio onto the same system drive, if you think about it, your operating system's trying to run, Logic's trying to run, it's constantly reading and writing data, and then you're trying to dump your microphone, your analog, your audio recording onto that hard drive as well. You can get away with it with a couple of tracks, but you're pushing your luck, and if you'll be right in the middle of doing something, it'll be your best take ever and your system's going to crash. So always record onto an external hard drive. Within Logic it's just a file save as or file save, and then you select your external hard drive. Once that location is saved, it will always write that data there. So that's the best thing to do, to save any cock-ups. So there you go. I better pull my finger out, and I might post this video now, as I haven't done anything for a couple of weeks. And yeah, set the drum kit up and do some videos. Just quickly before I forget, price points, because I didn't mention them. The pencil condenser microphone, so the STC, or the or the DM1S rather, the STC is the hi-hat mic, that's about £80. The DM series, the pencil mics, so the 1T and the 1S, about £119 each for a pencil condenser specifically tuned for drums. If you want more information on them, go to the Sontronics website because it will tell you all about the development and stuff on there. The DM-1B, which is the bass drum microphone, which is the big bad boy, is $299, so that is a little bit more expensive, but you're getting an absolutely killer microphone that you'll have for years. I forgot to mention the price for the Sontronics Orpheus microphones, which are around £350 each as well. So check them bad boys out. They're absolutely stunning, and they come in a nice little wooden box here, which inside you have nice. You get a little bracket to go on the end of the mic stand, but I like this. I might get some pants made of this. That's underwear if you're American. Nice. All of Sontronics microphones have a lifetime warranty for the time of the purchaser, so if you buy one of these and you have a problem with it, they exchange it, no questions, which you won't find many companies like that these days, so that's a really nice feature and really good touch. At the moment, if you go to the Sontronics website, you can see one of their large diaphragm condenser microphones. If you purchase one of them, you also get a free STC10 at the moment, which is a bargain. So if you're in the market for microphones, I highly recommend these. You won't go wrong. So yeah, get shopping. Okay, I'm going to set my drum kit up, and yeah, I might have a little snack first. Feeling a bit peckish. It's the lack of hair. I'm more hungry with no hair. Anyway, stick out. There's.